Hi, Nick. How are you?
Hello, Leonardo. I'm doing great. What about you?
Great. And thank you for to be here for this trial class. And today we are going to practice a little is about Spanish. But tell me about you. Tell me about your goals, about why do you want to learn your is why you want to learn Spanish and about your life, your experience with Spanish. Yeah, tell me about you.
Well, actually, I would say that I'm completely zero in Spanish. So I just started learning it recently, and the idea was just really random. I was practicing my English, and suddenly I decided that Spanish speakers don't speak English very often, but I wanted to talk to them, especially from Mexico, people from Mexico on Tandem. It's an application. And then I realized that maybe it's the right time to learn Spanish because I heard that it's easy to learn for Russian speakers because some sounds, they're really similar to our alphabet. So I've checked it out and that is true. So that's why I'm here.
Sounds great. Actually, I have a student from Russia, and she lives in USA. And yeah, she told me that maybe we have like a not common expression. I mean, a structure or some sounds. Maybe that will be better for you and for me. And tell me, where are you now? You are in Europe or in Russia?
Oh yeah, I forgot to say that I'm from Belarus. It's Eastern
Okay.
Europe. So
Okay.
kind of like that.
Okay. So now you are speaking English all the time, or you are speaking another language?
I speak Russian, that is my
Uh-huh.
mother tongue, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm working as an account manager remotely in an
Mm-hmm.
international company, so that I have to use my English knowledge as well to communicate with my team.
Okay. So your English, I mean, my English is not the best, but I try, and for sure I use for my class, uh, for my student like you. For example, if my student they don't understand anything in Spanish, I try to use my English. It's not the best, but for sure I can communicate. So let's do it. I'm going to share with you a presentation. Um, and the idea is to teach you some vocabulary, basic vocabulary, and for sure, I see how can I help you, right? So
Okay.
let me share my screen. Hold on, please. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I see it properly.
Okay. Ok, bienvenido, Nick, a la clase de español. Y para empezar, vamos a hacer, este soy yo, vamos a hacer un trabalenguas. What does that mean? Trabalengua means tongue twister. You know what is that?
I don't think so.
It's just like a words game. Like the idea if you repeat the same sounds. So the idea
Mhm.
if it's just an icebreaker. You don't need to do perfect, right? So um I'm gonna read, then you try to repeat it, right?
Okay,
Okay.
great.
It's just an icebreaker. It's a game. So listen to me. R con R guitarra, R con R barril, rápido ruedan las ruedas por los rieles del ferrocarril.
Oh,
Okay?
shit.
Just try to read it. You don't need to, you don't need to say it or to pronounce very well. You just need to repeat it, right?
And can I repeat it more slowly?
For sure. Yeah.
Okay, let's get started. R con R guitarra, R con R barril. Rápido ruedan las ruedas por los rieles del ferrocarril.
Okay, that sounds better. Actually, for you, I think it's easy because you have the R, right?
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
So now you can do it better. Can you do faster, please?
Ok, R con R guitarra, R con R barril. Rápido ruedan las ruedas por los rieles del ferrocarril.
Perfect. That's great. Ah, se me pasó por acá. La idea era aquí. Ahora sí. Okay, so now we are going to start because we have only 20 or 30 minutes. The idea is to advance. So I'm going to teach you a little bit about the Spanish alphabet. Do you know the Spanish alphabet?
Yes, I remember I was watching a video about the alphabet.
Okay. Can
So,
you read it?
A, B, C, C, D, E, F, G, H,
H,
H, I, J,
J, J,
J,
J,
okay. K, L,
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 E,
E, M, I, N,
M.
M, N, N,
Yes, it's more nasal. You need to
uh-huh,
say ñ with your nose.
N, okay. O, P, Q, R, 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 S, T, O,
U,
U, V, W,
W, ajá,
uh, this one I don't remember.
X.
X, Y, Z.
Okay, you can say also Y, Y.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can say in Latin America we said Y and Y as well. Okay, so that you said is the name about this letter. It's not, I mean, it's not the pronunciation for each
Mm-hmm.
one. For sure, that is a guide for you. How can you pronounce this? For example, in Spanish, this sounds like a h, h, ho, por ejemplo, ha, he, hu, ho, right? Actually, J in Spanish sounds like a H in English, right? And H in English doesn't have sounds. Never, never have sounds. So when we have some words in Spanish with H, for example, if I write this word, how can you pronounce this word?
Hilo.
Exactly. You don't pronounce H.
Mm-hmm.
Or for example,
I'm not sure whether I understand the third letter.
sorry about my letter, but it's a H,
Uh,
I,
uh-huh.
J, and O.
J. Okay. So, uh, ijo,
Hijo, ho,
hijo.
ho.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So it's very important things about maybe different if we compare with English, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for sure, WL we pronounce like a J in English. I mean, for example, if I write like this, sorry about my letter. Okay, I'm going to do with here. For example, if I write like this, what you said.
I think I know this word, and
Mhm.
I've learned that in Spanish from Spain they say llama.
Exactly, llama, because WL sounds like a llama, you see?
Llama. So in
And
Latin America, people say llama, but in Spain they say llama, yeah? Or llama
yeah,
as well.
it depends about the location because actually, for example, in Spain, in Latin America, we have different pronunciations with some words. For example, in Argentina, they say like a sha. For example, they don't say yo, like in Latin America in general, I mean, Colombia or Venezuela, they say like a sho. Sho me llamo. Something like this. And yeah, depends about the location, but the pronunciation, I mean, standard pronunciation is like a j, j, you see? And another difference about our culture, maybe in Europe or here in Latin America, is when we use, for example, C, C, and S. In Europe they have different. In Spain they have different about this pronunciation. For example, they say corazón, I think. And in Colombia, for example, or in Latin America in general, we said corazón. For us in Latin America, we don't have difference between this. So that is some tips that maybe you need to know about Spanish alphabet, and maybe we can practice in another class. For today, it's just an introduction to see if you identify or if you don't identify it. So let's continue with the colors. ¿Qué color es este?
I think I know nothing about the colors.
Okay, don't worry. So repeat after me. For example, we have, sorry, morado,
Moral,
morado,
morado,
exacto, naranja,
naranja,
rojo,
rojo,
muy bien, marrón,
marrón,
exacto, the second one, marrón.
marrón.
Or you can say café, okay?
Café. Oh yeah, it's more understandable.
Verde,
Verde,
azul,
azul,
amarillo,
amarillo,
blanco y negro.
blanco, negro.
Okay, here we have with letters. Rojo, azul, amarillo, morado, marrón, verde, negro, naranja. If you see, my pronunciation here is ha, naranja, amarillo. You see? I told you before about, or here, rojo, right? Sounds like a, imagine J is like a H in English. You see? And WL is like a J. You see? So now we're gonna start with the numbers. You know the numbers in Spanish?
Just 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, it's great. Don't worry. So I'm gonna teach you a little bit about that. So here, repeat after me. 11,
11,
12,
12,
13,
13,
14,
14,
15,
15,
16,
16,
17,
17,
18,
18,
19,
19,
20.
20.
Okay, if you notice, here we have a group. Sorry, here we have a group. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And this group, the next one, we pronounce die, 16. You know, disconnect with this. You see? 16, 17, 18, 19. Maybe sounds similar, but it's different. You see? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right? And here we have 20. Can you repeat after me? 30,
30,
40,
40,
50,
50,
60,
60,
70,
70,
80,
80,
90.
90.
Okay, so it's like in English. Maybe I don't know how that works in Russian, but in Spanish, it's very similar. You learn the main numbers and you just need to repeat it. For example, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So you just need to learn the main numbers in Spanish, and for sure you need to practice, right? Yeah, just need to practice and learn more. So now, let me share another activity for you. The idea is we practice about greetings, right? So it's like a conversation. Let me share. Can you see my screen now? ¿Puedes ver mi pantalla?
Yes, I see it.
So here we have basic things about Spanish. For example, buenos días.
Buenos días.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Okay. And when we want to say goodbye, we have like two options. Adiós o chao.
Ujú.
Can you?
Adiós. Chao.
Exacto. Or, for example, hasta mañana o hasta luego.
Hasta mañana. Hasta luego.
What do you think? How can you use this in a real context?
I think it's saying bye or see you tomorrow or later.
Exactly, exactly. That's great. Awesome. So, remember, what is this?
Buenos días. Buenas tardes. Buenas noches.
Okay. Some thing maybe that you need to know. In Spanish, we have only three greetings. I mean about day. Because in English or in Russia, I don't know, maybe you have four, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, right?
Yeah.
We don't have good evening. I mean, we have in Spanish just three. For example, here we said buenos días until 12, de 12 hasta las 6 aproximadamente decimos buenas tardes. When you leave and when you come, we said buenas tardes. And for sure, the rest, we said buenas noches. Okay?
Yeah.
Muy bien. So let's do it. Now, let me edit this for you. Now we are gonna practice with this like this is not a role, this is like a role play, I'm gonna ask you and you just need to respond. Obviously, for sure, we need to practice the pronunciation, don't worry about it. And let me edit because this is about another student. So, I am blue, yo soy azul y tú eres amarillo, okay? I'm gonna ask you and you have to respond. Maybe you know this or maybe you don't know. If you don't know, it's okay. Don't worry, I'm gonna explain to you. For example, the first one is hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué tal? You have to respond.
Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
Great. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Nick, un gusto. ¿Y tú?
Me llamo Leonardo, un gusto. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
Yo tengo 22 años.
21 años.
21 años.
Muy bien. ¿De dónde eres?
Yo soy de Belarus.
Ok. ¿Dónde vives?
I don't remember what it means.
Ok.
¿Dónde?
Yo soy de Colombia.
Ajá.
Yo vivo en Barranquilla. Yo
Is it about the
vivo,
city?
yo vivo en una casa.
Casa. Okay, casa, it's a house.
Ajá. Yo vivo en una. Tú vives en una ciudad en Europa.
Uh, I'm still tough.
Okay, don't worry. Let me say in English.
Uh-huh.
Vivir is to live. I live in Barranquilla, Colombia. You see? Where
Mhm.
you live now?
Yo
Yo
soy
vivo.
yo vivo en Belarus.
Exactly. So, yeah,
So
because
does it mean that it's where I was born and where I'm living right now? Kind of like that?
exactly. Yo vivo is where are you living right now? For example,
Okay,
now I am
gotcha.
living here in Barranquilla, right?
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'm gonna live tomorrow in Bogota or New York, right? So,
Okay.
¿de dónde eres? Where are you from? ¿Dónde vives? Where do you live? You see?
Yeah, got it.
Because it's different. So let's do it. More fluency. I mean, I'm going to ask you and you have to respond. Got it?
Yeah.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué tal?
Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
Muy bien, gracias. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Nick, un gusto. ¿Y tú?
Me llamo Leonardo. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
Yo tengo 28, 20,
20.
I forgot.
21, 21,
21
años.
años. Okay.
Remember, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Remember, 1, 1,
Uno. Okay.
right?
Okay. So can you say again 22 in Spanish?
21.
Ah, okay, 21. Okay. Let's see.
So, ¿cuántos años tienes?
Yo tengo 21 años.
Okay. In this case, you have to say 21 because we have another vowels after in the expression. You have to say 21 años. Can you
Okay,
listen to me?
21 años. Yo
Perfect.
tengo 21
Great.
años.
Exactamente. Muy bien. ¿De dónde
Gracias.
eres?
Yo soy de Belarus.
Ok. ¿Dónde vives ahora?
Yo vivo en Belarus.
Exactly. Ok. Yo soy, pero tú eres de Rusia, right? Generally, we said the country where we are from, right?
Yeah, okay, so Belarusia in Spanish, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so yeah, yo soy de Belarusia and yo vivo en Belarusia.
Okay, okay, okay. Great. So sorry about maybe I don't know. Belarusia is different like Russia.
In English, it's Belarus, and in Russian as well, like Belarus. But some people
I
can say
mean, but
Belarus. Yeah,
Belarus is a country.
yeah, it's a country. I know that
Oh.
many people think that it's like a part of Russia or whatever, but it's
Uh-huh.
a separate country. But nobody knows.
Sorry.
No,
Uh,
that's fine.
I didn't know. That's why I said Russia. Russia. No,
Uh-huh.
it's Belarus. Okay, 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 okay. And what is your city? Where you live now? The city?
Uh, can I say in Spanish like yo vivo en?
Mhm.
Yo vivo en Gomel.
Exactly. So you are from Belarus and you live in, tú vives
Gomel.
en Gomen. Yeah. So you see, now you understand the difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So now we're gonna switch. You are, tú eres azul y yo soy amarillo. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
So,
Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué tal?
muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
Muy bien. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Leonardo, un gusto.
Me llamo Nick. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
Yo tengo 31 años.
Ok. ¿De dónde eres?
Yo soy de Colombia.
And ¿dónde vives?
Yo vivo en Barranquilla.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
gracias.
Okay, very good. So now we are gonna practice about this. I'm gonna ask you without presentation and idea if you respond. Okay, try to
Okay.
remember. If you don't remember, it's okay.
Mhm.
Just let me know. Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás?
I know some more. Estoy muy bien. ¿Y tú?
Muy bien, gracias. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Nick. ¿Y tú?
Me llamo Leonardo. Okay, sorry, I forget the next question. Ah, ¿cuántos años tienes?
Yo tengo 21
Años.
años.
Ujú. ¿De dónde eres?
Uh, I forgot how to reply.
Yo soy de
Yo,
Belarus.
yo soy de Belarus.
Ok. ¿Dónde vives?
Uh, and the last one I also don't remember.
Yo vivo
Yo vivo en, yo
Gom
vivo en Belarus.
in Belarus and the city
Gomel.
Gomel, Belarus. Okay, perfect. So, how do you feel about the class?
That was really crazy in a good way. Like I didn't really know how to pronounce it and the difference between pronunciation of some letters in Latin American and in
Mhm.
Spanish. And you covered all my questions for a beginner lesson. Thank you so much.
That's great. So that is the idea. The idea if we advance with our classes, and for sure, you know, types. If you have a question, you can ask me, and for sure, I can help you. Remember, in Spanish, we have different pronunciation, depends about the location. Some countries, for example, Venezuela, Colombia, Peru, maybe we pronounce like very similar, but another other countries like Argentina or maybe Spain, they pronounce some words different. But it's you notice when you have contact with this culture. It's okay, don't worry. So, and about the question, this question at the end, the idea is for sure you feel familiar with basic question, and obviously you're gonna be able to respond if someone asks you about your life. So we finished for today. Maybe for our next class, we're going to talk about gender because we don't have more time, and maybe about regular verbs or daily routine, right?
Yeah. Thank
Okay,
you.
that's all for today. See you in our next class. Bye bye.
Yes, bye bye. Thank you so much.